Hello, welcome to Hope Ready. I'm your host, Dr. Ellen. In this time of COVID-19, we are all called to make good choices for our own well-being and for the safety of our community. Join me in being Hope Ready by talking to experts on our campus in this time of COVID. Today, we're talking about contact tracing, and on this episode, we have Tim Coburna, who is an assistant professor of kinesiology instruction and our head athletic trainer. And he knows a whole bunch more about contact tracing than I do. So Tim, to just start off, tell us a little bit about what contact tracing actually is.
Yeah, thank you, Helen. Contact tracing is an effort that coincides and coexists with the actual testing effort. Basically, once an individual has been tested and unfortunately has tested positive for the virus, then there is a process of contact tracing. Contact tracing is usually completed by the local county health department, in which they contact the individual who has been deemed positive by the lab, and they start an investigation into who close contacts were with that individual prior to them testing positive or feeling ill. Really, what this effort does is this helps to identify individuals that were potentially exposed to virus, get them the information that they need to self-quarantine and to monitor their own body symptoms to prevent the virus from aggressively taking over and making them feel sick. So really, it's defining who those close contacts were and getting them some more information as to how to proceed forward. All the information is confidential. There is no sharing of this information at all, and it really helps in the overall mitigation strategy of fighting against COVID.
Tim, can you define what a close contact is?
Absolutely. A close contact, we follow the CDC guidelines, and basically that definition has been defined coming in contact with an individual who's either symptomatic or asymptomatic within 6 feet, whether they have been wearing a mask or they haven't been wearing a mask, for a period of time longer than 15 minutes. So really, it's more of a time-based contact and a distance-based contact. Whether they've been masked or unmasked is a variable, but really it's a matter of within 6 feet for a longer duration of 15 minutes defines a close contact.
Awesome. Next question. What is contact tracing going to look like on our campus?
That's great. We're blessed to have a wonderful relationship with Ottawa County Department of Public Health. So we are working closely with that department to identify strategies to help with compliance of the phone calls from the county health department. We have 2 teams that are set up on Hope's campus, one through Residential Life, and the other is our contact tracing team. Residential Life will be contacting the positive student and helping them transition from their current living quarters into isolation housing, and we'll be taking care of the logistical needs of that student, making that transition and transitioning into their isolation for the next potentially 10 days. Our contact tracing team will also get in contact with that individual, and we're going to be helping that student prepare for the phone call from the Ottawa County Department of Public Health. We're going to give them some information to help prepare for the ease of that interview, to allow them to give all the information from names of potential close contacts, phone numbers, email addresses, that type of information, so that again, with confidentiality being maintained, the public Department of Health can go ahead and contact those individuals and notify them that they should go into a self-quarantine situation and monitor their own body and their own symptoms to mitigate the virus.
Maybe this is an obvious question, but if the health department calls, why should a student respond?
Yeah, it's tremendously important for the student to answer that call from the public health department. What we're trying to do is we've identified obviously a positive case, and we want to mitigate or reduce the spread of other cases. And really, from a public health perspective, the only way to effectively do that is to identify individuals that have been in close contact with a potentially infectious person and say, we're not telling you that you're infectious. However, you've been exposed and there is that possibility. So please pay attention, have social responsibility, and get in touch with your healthcare provider as soon as possible if you are starting to feel any type of symptoms that resemble COVID-19.
Awesome. This is all really just making good choices for the greater good, right? Monitoring ourselves, following up responsibly if we are positive with the COVID. So really it's all about us maintaining our hope-ready attitude so that we can care for our community, so that we can be together as a community on campus this fall. I want to thank you, Tim, for joining us today and for sharing your expertise. And thank you to all who viewed. Let's keep educating ourselves and being hope ready.
Thank you.